Hi, Dr. Richard Bartlett coming to you with a weekly message. I just wanted to talk about my personal stupidity again because I love that subject because it's a never ending source of amusement for me and probably others as well. For many, many years, I've had trouble with my right wrist and I've assumed it's broken. And this goes back to a time when I lost my temper, but for a very good reason. And I hit a water bag, a 70-pound water bag full force without taping my wrist, wasn't wearing a glove, also stupid, you see, hit it rather than hitting someone. And it immediately bounced back. There was a recoil from the water and it bounced back and hit my wrist. And then I felt a jerk in my shoulder, a sharp twinge. And the next day, if I would try to open my hand, I would go to the ground on my knees. And so I had a drop table in my office. So I went into my office and I adjusted the bones of my drop table. But this was probably almost 30 years ago and it still has been a problem. Well, recently, because I'm basically lazy, let's face it, but I decided I would get more in shape. I was having, you know, loss of strength in my arms and I was starting to develop man and I didn't like that. So I got some weights and I started working out with weights. And then I noticed, when I would move in a certain way, it would really hurt in my arm. Now, with the skill sets that I have, which are thankfully very good, I realized it was the bicipital tendon that was hurting because when I would move a certain way, I could feel it in the groove. So I started working with that, and I also started, moving my shoulder in different positions, and then working with the weights to enhance, the therapeutic benefit. I noticed I tried to spiral a football for my French bulldog puppy, and I couldn't do it. It hurt. It jammed up. Where this is important is playing the piano, which I love to do, orchestrating and recording, and also my little friend here. And so my right hand holds back what my left hand, which is quite intelligent, can do because I can't pick fast enough or accurately enough or even strum without pain in that broken area. So I assumed it's broken, but now what I find after doing the exercises, working on the shoulder, fixing the bicipital tendon, and continuing. It's something I have to continue because there was a lot of loss of muscle tone even where it was impinged. There were indirect impingements in the area. And the reason I'm talking to you about all this is because we make assumptions. And when we make assumptions, we match that with our perceptions, then we label them, and then we create a history. And I've just detailed all of that for you. And here's the thing. None of it may be true. We could look at something in a different way. We could learn something completely different in that moment, even though for 30 years we haven't. I'll see you next week.